This is Down to a T, your break from the self-motivation. Here, you don't have to be better, you just have to be you. And that's what our guests will be bringing to every single episode. From artists to comedians to voices in media and everything in between, we'll be having off-the-cuff, lively conversations about anything that we want. We are back with What's on My Mind. And today, what is on my mind is something that I've actually been thinking about for a really long time now, that I was so happy that my guest, which I'm really excited for you to hear that conversation, sort of hit on. We both talk about culture and like where we're both from. So funny story is that my guest, Camila Ramon, who again, I'm so excited for you to hear from. She's from Miami, moved to New York. And then I, during the pandemic, I'm from New York City, moved to Miami. And we just talk about like where we are in present day and like not having everything so planned out. And what I loved about that and where that correlates to like location and placement is that I remember in moving that people would be like, so where's home? And like, I didn't really have an answer because I found myself traveling so often between New York and Miami. And if you're someone who finds yourself like working out of one city and calling home another city, I just feel like the biggest thing that I've learned from the pandemic is just like being so much more in the present and not having to have an answer for everything. So if you don't have an answer to something, that is so effing okay. And I just really wanted to stress that. And it's been something that I've been thinking about and something that I love that my guest towards the end of the conversation, she just talked about like, just like when I asked her what's next, and you'll hear it, and I loved the answer, so I won't share too much, is just like not having the answer. And I remember in moving, like even a year in or two, where people would just be like, people still ask me to this day, like, where do you see yourself forever? And it's like, I don't have an answer, and that's totally okay. And I wanted to share that because I feel like so many people might resonate with that, whether that's like being asked, because I also got the questions of like, when are you going to have children? What's your plan for the future? What is the 5-year plan? And I think the biggest thing that pandemic taught me was like, I don't need a 2-year plan. I don't need a 5-year plan. I don't need a 10-year plan. Or I also don't need to have answers for people. I can make a change of a decision. I can choose to move to Peru mañana, or I can choose to live in Paris or London or wherever my damn heart desires whenever it calls for me. And I just feel like living so much more in the present. And if you resonate with any of this, please comment. Please let me know. I want to hear from you, because I think this is a conversation we need to be having more often, of just like not having the answer, just being okay with that, because I'm just living in what the present is bringing me. And right now I'm like, I don't know where home is, and I'm totally okay with that. My home is a completely different answer to what people put to a location might be for me. But yeah, I would love to hear if anyone to resonates with that. And I'm really excited for you to hear this conversation. Down to a T. We are back with Down to a T, and today I'm so excited. This is like una hermana, someone that I've admired so much and had the pleasure of meeting before recording this podcast. We have Peloton instructor and content creator, Camila Ramon. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, I'm so
excited.
Happy to have you here.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have been watching your podcast, and I am a fan too, girl. So.
Yeah. When I like dreamt up this podcast, you were like someone off the bat that I thought would be like such an ideal guest, because you're just so much fun.
Oh,
and I feel like so fitting for like what this podcast is all about, which is like we're just so much more than like our work and like motivation. And I feel like you show so many different sides to you on the internet, which is like what I've always loved about you, because I feel like I've known you forever.
Am I already going to cry today? What an honor. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It's just so funny because I feel like what makes you so great at like your work, besides the fact that you're kick-ass like instructor, is just the fact that like people feel like they know you from just like watching you. So I think that just what makes you so unique. But,
thank you.
Yeah. So
I'm blushing.
So this is going to be super conversational, and we start every episode with the starting 5. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. It's just 5 quick questions to get to know you.
Okay.
Everyone's going to walk away with a little something before we get into our conversation. Okay, let's go. What is your number 1 social media pet peeve?
Oh, negative people.
Oh.
Everyone's just so negative in the comments all the time. It could be a dog, and then they're like, cringe. I'm like, how is this golden retriever cringe? Can you please?
Yeah, I like that one.
Absolutely. I think I used to have maybe more opinions about how things or people showed up like on social media growing up. But now, especially like within the past like 10 years, I'm just like, people can just have fun on the internet, and it's okay.
That. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what this is all about too. I'm just like, can we have some fun?
Yeah.
Can we just enjoy ourselves? Why does everything have to be so serious all the time?
It doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the funniest or weirdest experience you've had as a fitness instructor?
Oh, wow. Besides embarrassing myself on the daily because I say the craziest things. One time when I was teaching in LA at a cycling studio, there was a woman who, she was just in the back of the room. All of a sudden, I saw someone throwing their hands up in the air, like all up in the sky. She was just like going backwards on the bike. And I look at her and I'm like, is this person okay? Like, what is happening? Turns out they were really on another planet, if you catch my drift. Oh. And I was like,
at a fitness class?
Yes.
Wow.
And I said, Señora, I do not want to bother you right now. Yeah. I'm like, I don't feel the need that I need to like press the, because sometimes you have like a little button that you can press and it'll be like, emergencia, come, please help me. It wasn't an emergencia because she was in the back. She was having like the time of her life. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to gift you this experience and allow you to stay. Yeah. But that's probably one of the weirdest things that's happened to me.
That's so funny. I don't know if I would be able to continue, so kudos to you.
I just had her scared. I had her in my peripheral and I was like, as long as you don't hit nobody else, like we're good.
Okay, so what is the most Latina or Miami, I'll give you the choice, thing about you?
I feel like they all Latina or Miami. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say the most Argentina thing about me is my obsession with dulce de leche, to the point that I walked into your set and I was like, this is dulce de leche.
Oh, wait, I'm going to start telling people that when they're like, what is the inspiration? And you just know what's funny? You asked me what the inspiration was. Yeah. And maybe you were waiting for me to say dulce de leche. But
essentially, what I'm telling you is that I feel right at home right now. Anything relating to like dulce de leche, like it will be my first purchase. Like if there's on a dessert menu, anything has dulce de leche will be what I order. Yeah. Not caramel. It's not the same thing. Yeah,
I agree. It's not the same thing. I hate when people say it's the same thing because it's not.
It's absolutely not.
It's absolutely not.
The most Miami thing about me will probably be like, also, it's always food. It would be my obsession with croquetas and coladas. Mm-hmm. Okay. If I have like Benito in front of me, Raúl Alejandro, Peso Pluma, Brad Pitt, literally any lineup that you could possibly think of, I will always pick croquetas and coladas.
That's so funny. And I have access to that now that I'm in Miami, so...
There's no good croquetas in New York, and it's devastating.
There's certain things, but you know what? I don't have the good Chinese food that you have here.
Oh, yeah. In New York. That's true. Yeah. There's good ramen, too.
Yeah. Oh,
my husband reminds me of that all the time because I don't like to eat it often because it makes me feel really bloated. Mm-hmm. And I typically have to teach class the next day. Yeah. And I try to avoid discomfort when I can. I'm not saying that I don't eat when I want to eat, okay? I'm just saying I don't want to eat ramen all the time. That was to my husband. I apologize. But we have really good ramen here.
Yeah, you do. I agree. I try to fit in ramen whenever I'm in New York, which is often. Yeah. So I always try to find an excuse for that. Wait, but what's your favorite croqueta spot in Miami? Give us the lowdown.
Okay.
She's going to break this down. I see it in her.
I would say the best, like, everyday croqueta that is accessible at multiple points. You're running around throughout your day and you're like, oh, I just want to stop by for a quick croqueta that's never really going to let me down. It's not going to be a 10 out of 10, but you know that she's consistent, is Sergio's. Okay. Because there's multiple locations. So you can always access Sergio's. Okay. Islas Canarias is like the most unique and like best tasting croquetas because the herbs. Okay. You don't know about the herbs in those. If you haven't tried it. Have you been to Islas Canarias?
I have not.
You have not, but you were in Miami.
I know, but I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
I'm taking notes though. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're teaching me.
There's also
I've only been to Vicky's.
Vicky's is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky's is good too.
But I can tell it's not as good as the ones that you're mentioning.
No, I like Vicky's. Okay. It's just I forget.
Yeah.
I have to write things down. And my memory's not good.
I feel like that one's really accessible because there's so many too. It's like I said.
No. How dare I? Pinecrest Bakery.
Oh.
Pinecrest Bakery.
Pinecrest Bakery.
Fire.
Noted.
Write it down.
I'm writing it all down.
One of the messages I get the most on Instagram is like, okay, I'm going to Miami. Where can I get croquetas? I'm like,
Pinecrest Bakery.
Pinecrest Bakery is
You're going to have to remind me all of this after we
I think
finish.
They're open 24/7. What? I know, dangerous.
Wait, I have not heard of that. That's the number one thing I've experienced moving to Miami is like, I just feel like I've lost access to 24-hour food.
Well, now
then,
you know.
And then as like a foodie and I'm hungry at like 12 a.m., I've had to like settle for Taco Bell.
But you could be eating a pan con bistec.
That's what, now that I know this.
Right.
Now you've changed my life.
I got you.
Yes.
Got you.
Okay.
But the things that I ate when I used to come home late at night, what was it? I don't know if it still exists, but it was like Los Verdes, like the Colombian salchicha with mad sauce.
Exist. It does exist.
It does?
It does. It comes up my Uber Eats all the time.
You order it?
I have not ordered it, but it comes up. Yeah. It exists.
It's just like hot dogs and salsita, if we're being honest, and papitas, but it does hit after a certain hour.
Yeah. I try to stop myself every time. I'm like, oh, it's open, but let me not do that.
Yeah.
I try to be better. Okay, so what is your top moment of the year so far? It could be like an album, a feud, a moment that happened in pop culture, a show. What's been your favorite?
My favorite moment of the year.
What has consumed you?
What has consumed me? What has consumed me, honestly, is that Peso Pluma cut his hair, and I think it's devastating. I'm like,
I think you're one of the only people that I've heard say that they prefer the mullet.
I love the mullet.
Yeah.
I love the mullet.
Yeah.
I think it's
him.
It's different.
Yeah.
We don't all want to look like, I don't know, Enrique Iglesias. Like, we want you to have your own thing happening. And let me also specify, I also like a lanky man. I'm not saying that I'm on Peso Pluma's side, especially after everything that happened this year. But what I'm saying is that my husband is very lanky. He's got long arms. His arms are very long for his body. Yeah. I love that. Right? So I saw the lanky arms, and then I saw the mullet. I said, unconventional. I like it. Yeah. And he was like clearly getting all the ladies.
Yes. And getting covers and
getting
the mullet,
covers,
everything.
all the thing with style. And now, listen, I'm never mad at a fade, but I just think he had more personality before.
I can see that. I'm not opposed to that argument.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's cutting their hair right now. I told my husband to be careful. I was like, don't get crazy. Because he still has a short hair, but like still some length.
Some length?
Yeah, it's like a little bit of length. And
I hear El Siete is back. You remember El Siete?
No.
Like all the soccer players had?
Yes. Oh my God. Like don't tell me that's back.
Yeah. You should tell him to get that.
No. I'm okay. I just want him to keep his like normal.
What does he do for work?
He's in finance.
Oh yeah. No.
He's in finance. The song just hit in my head. I'm looking for a man in finance.
And he shows up to work with El Siete
on the haircut. Yeah. No, he can't. He can't do that. That's the only great thing about him working in finance. Well, that's opposed from the fact that he brings home money and keeps us in check with our finances. Right. Me being the creative.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the tough part is when there's like nobody in the
everyone's just like, woo!
That's like, imagination. Right.
He's like, no.
What a way to live, huh?
Yeah, right.
Just put your arms up and hope for the best.
Yeah, nope.
I have been living that way a little bit lately, but it's fine.
You gotta have those moments.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay, so last question. What is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
I really hate flan.
No, you had me at every point.
I know.
Except this. I love flan.
It's very sad because my abuela makes it for me and I eat it, but I hate it.
What is it? Is it the consistency?
It's everything. It's everything. But she makes it for me because I love her and I don't want to make her feel bad.
And you eat it?
And because she forgets I don't like it. And she makes it for me. She's like, te hice un flan casero, Camila. Hace tanto que no te veo. Yeah. Toma. And I'm like, oh, qué rico. I eat the whole thing.
You can invite me and then I'll eat it for you.
Yeah, I would absolutely love that. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, here.
Yeah. She just comes back and you're like, it's done.
I'm normally like, oh my God, I'm so full.
Yeah.
And then I'll eat like a little bit of it and then I'll give the rest of it to like my husband or my brother if they're visiting me. But the last couple times I've gone on my own.
I love flan.
There's no way.
It's so good.
Yeah.
For me, I don't like cold flan though. And people do like it cold, like straight out the fridge.
Yeah.
And I just like room temperature flan.
Oh, I was like, isn't that how you eat it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, people like it cold.
Yeah.
That's a huge, but not for me. I don't like it like that. That's like arroz con leche. People like it cold. I put that in the microwave. I like it a little warm.
Rice soup?
It's like just a little warm.
That's not like a sopa, bro.
No, I promise you it tastes good.
No. Oh my God. You eat
My husband thinks it's so
sopa de
weird.
arroz con leche?
Yeah. But you don't have, you can't put it for too much time because then it turns into sopa. You have to put like a perfect like 10 to 12 seconds or it's like just a little warm.
We have our differences.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Well, you're like flan, so I'll die on my hill with my arroz con leche.
Okay, fair.
Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm really excited to have conversation with you today because I have to talk to you about concert etiquette.
Oh.
You are the queen of, are you at a concert like every week? How do you keep up?
I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. Okay, so I had my señora / abuela era where I was like, I'm not going out. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the other. And I'm currently very, very deep into my pendeja era where I will say yes. Like, I'm like, please don't invite me, but not because I don't want to go, but because I will. And for my sanity and for my health, I'm perpetually exhausted. Do you not know what that feels like? I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning to teach class every day.
And not just class, you're like working out.
But yeah, I've been going to a lot of concerts. And okay, the crazy thing about me going to concerts is that I hadn't really been to concerts until I moved to New York.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
So like I've been, obviously I grew up in Miami, but I've been to like, I don't know, music festivals and I like danced at like Premio Juventud once and like maybe like some show. Yeah. But I never went to concerts. And now that's like my thing.
That's your thing.
I'm telling
you, it's your thing.
I love it. I'm obsessed.
Every time I see your new concert, I'm like, oh, but live your best life. I love that.
Thank you.
So, but now you have to walk us through like, what is your concert etiquette? Because I have a certain concert etiquette. Like, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
You get your concert tickets. How early in advance are you planning your outfit? Is it like, are you buying an outfit for the concert? Are you working with what's on your closet day of?
Right. I think it depends on like how I feel about the artist, like what the concert is.
Okay.
And if my friends are coming with me.
Okay.
Because I have a couple friends that come with me to concerts and every time we link up, it's like the Met Gala. Like they are just like, they pull up their phone, they have inspo for their makeup. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, sure. Like, let me do that, which I love too. But if I were going by myself, I like don't put that much thought into it. But I'm like, okay, we're going together. Can't be the one left out.
Yeah.
Some I plan ahead, some I don't. I also realized, I was like, hey, clothes. Let me start renting. So I started renting clothes. Proud to say this entire outfit is rented.
I love that. I started renting clothes too.
Yeah. It's the best.
Yeah, it is.
Because like, what am I going to buy? This shirt? How many times am I going to wear this?
And then you put it once up.
I do love a shirt. I might buy it.
It's a great, you should.
Yeah, right?
It's a really good shirt. And you could style it in a whole
That's the problem because then I just like end up buying the clothes that I'm like renting.
Okay,
like,
yeah, we're
the
totally
skirt too.
going
Should I buy this too?
What?
No.
Because I think it's a statement piece.
Right. So
like,
I just like wear it?
You might wear like twice and then but rent it again.
Okay.
But like in the future.
I rented it twice already.
Oh, there you go. Then you might have to buy it.
I might have to buy it, right? Okay, anyway, so I started renting clothes because I wanted to not spend so much money on like concert outfits. But it depends on the artist. So, like for the Bad Bunny concert, I bought an outfit.
Yeah.
For the Fade concert, I rented an outfit, but I like had a lot of options because I'm like, I want to look good, but I don't want to like invest so much into it because it was kind of last minute. And then if I'm doing like something for work, because I do some concerts for work. Shout out AT&T.
Hey.
They really do get me into all the best things. Period. That I like. I'm like, how do I want to look?
Yeah.
Do I want to go sophisticated or do I want to go like very stylish, sporty?
Love that. Okay.
So I experiment.
Okay. I'm the same way. It just depends on the artist.
Right.
Like Bad Bunny, I'm always like, I always go out. I think Karol G, I was very curated too. Like I planned my outfit. Right. I planned more of my beauty look for that one than an outfit.
Yeah, you know what? I like to plan my makeup more so to be like in line with the artist rather than like what I'm wearing.
Agree.
And I like to have like little statement pieces here and there that will be like, oh, it's resembling like what the album is about or whatever, but not like fully decked.
I agree.
Out.
And are you sneakers or heels?
Boots. I like a boot or sneakers.
I'm a sneakers girl. I'm like, I want to be comfortable. I want to jump up and down. I don't want to regret it. I did heels once. I did heels for one Bad Bunny concert, and it was the biggest regret.
Girl, were you about to switch by the end of the night? Please say no.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I did not take off my shoes.
I was about to leave.
She was about to say, oh, look at me slamming my mic. No, yeah, I did not. I lasted all night, but it was like, and it was the world's hottest tour too. So it was like, that was a commitment.
Yeah.
Because I was like perreando. So
yeah.
How's that? Okay, so are you pre-gaming or are you going like you take it smooth? Like are you going hard beforehand?
Girl, I am 32.
I feel you. Honestly,
You still how old are you?
I don't pre. I'm 30.
Are we sharing that?
I'm 31. Yeah,
Oh.
turning 32 this year. Yeah, I don't.
You pregame?
I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I don't. You never know. There's people who like make it into a whole thing.
Right.
There's people my age who go on party buses with their friends to concerts.
That could be fun.
Yeah, but it's no one's birthday.
It's I'm like, maybe for my next birthday.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. I think I'll have like a beverage.
Okay. I'm the same way.
Before.
We just went to a concert, me and my husband, and we like passed the bar and we were like, it literally took us like 3 minutes just back and forth looking at each other. Right. And we did have one drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were like, that's it.
Listen, I'm not going to say I'm always the best behaved. Because when the perreo gets into the body, the spirit of the sucia comes out. And you...
Well, that was my next question. Are you like someone who's like in their seat? Are you like
sitting?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So you're like all out going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sitting. I'm walking around. I mean, when I do like things for work, I'm like, I can't control myself. Like, and whoever's with me, they're like, can you just chill? I'm like, no, I want to go and I want to go in the front. Because sometimes I get like passes like backstage or like in the front. And then that's when I really like can't. I'm like, I can't stay in my seat. Yeah. Because I'll like go back to my seat and then I'll be there for a little bit. And then I'm like, oh my God, young Miko's coming out. I have to see her close up. Yeah. And then I have to see if she sees me. Yeah. And if she makes eye contact with me, which I have a video
of young Miko giving you eye contact.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Haters will say it's not real.
I believe you.
You
and
should.
Do you look at the set list like I do? Because I look at the entire set list before.
I started doing that a little bit.
Okay.
Primarily because of my schedule and the fact that a lot of times I do have to be up early the next day. I wouldn't say 4:30, but early. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, like when's the last song? And I do leave. Yeah. Depending on the concert and what I have to do the next day, like at the last song or like before it starts.
I'm so annoying because I'm literally like following the set list as the concert's unfolding, and you just see me with my phone in my hand. And it's like, I just remember the days where I just had to be surprised. And
yeah, but like, why don't you just put it down?
Well, I'm still dancing. I'm just like checking here and there.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, why do you have to see it?
I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm a checklist person. So it makes me feel like, I'm going down.
When's your birthday?
December 7th. I'm a Sagittarius.
Me too! Ah! Sagittarius.
Look at it.
I knew there was something about you.
Wow, look at us. Wait.
I'm December 18th.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on.
December babies.
December Sages too. Yes. It's different.
Yeah.
We're different from a November Sag.
100%. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still a checklist person.
Yeah.
But I think that's from like one of the other signs.
Okay.
One of those rising.
Do you have a Virgo in there?
No, there's a Taurus in there.
Okay.
And an Aquarius.
Is that your moon?
My moon is Aquarius. My rising is Taurus.
Oh, I thought we both had wrong. Taurus moons. I was going to say.
That would be nuts. Maybe it might be that. And that
you
would
should
be
check.
Nuts. Yeah. I'm just going to pull up my phone towards the end of this episode, open up CoStar, and I'll tell you.
Literally.
So wait, do you stay the whole concert, or are you the one that's trying to beat the people?
Well, yeah, that's what I told you. It depends.
It depends, right?
Like for the Fade concert, I stayed the Cole concert. Yeah. For the Bad Bunny concert, I went 2 days to that. I went 2 days.
I did Karol G 2 days. You know what? Why
I miss Karol G because I
get
town.
So scared to like leave the concert early because you know what happened once? I left an Aventura concert early, like a few years ago, maybe a year ago, and as we were leaving, they brought out Bad Bunny for Volví. And I literally was just cursing at my husband because he was the one that was like, let's free traffic. And I was like, fine, whatever. Because he was like, it's raining. Traffic's going to be crazy getting out of the stadium. Mm-hmm. I was like, you're fine. You're right. He's like, we've seen Aventura like a gazillion times since we were like 10. He's right. But we're literally getting...
Where was it?
In the Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh.
So he was like, to get out of the stadium. And then as we're like going down the ramp, all I hear is like the whole stadium starts like shaking.
Yeah.
And I hear the Volví beat and I was like, I will kill you. And I just started running back.
You went back?
I went back.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
But I saw it from like the little door thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, the pathway. But I was like, I could kill you for making me miss this. But now that has me traumatized.
I know. There was like a song that I missed too that Bad Bunny played in in the first night of the concert that he didn't play the second night.
Yeah.
That I missed because I left early.
Yeah.
But I also like I'm going all out the entire concert. Like I'm screaming in my
Same.
friends' faces. Like I can't like there's a lot happening.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
I actually like twisted my ankle in the Daddy Yankee concert.
That's a story.
I was with my friend Anna and we were like, Daddy Yankee?
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
kidding
that's
me?
what I'm saying. You have a good, like, if you said that you broke your ankle for, like, I'm trying to think of someone. I don't know, someone. Anuel or, like, Faruco, then I would be like, let's talk about this, sis.
Oh my God. Well,
But
first
Daddy
off, I would
Yankee,
never
I
be
think-
caught dead in an Anuel concert. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Or ever playing Anuel in any of my classes.
Yeah. But I love that. Look at that.
Yeah.
But if you, like, told me you broke an ankle there, then that's a problem.
Right.
But Daddy Yankee is, like,
It's understandable. And
Yeah.
it's like the last tour that he
Yeah.
said he was going to do. So a showman.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing
I
concert.
love that. Okay, so
Worth
So speaking of music, I think so much of your job, well, most of your job is like curating these playlists.
Yeah.
So I think music is like a huge part aside from you going to all these concerts. You need to tell us like what are your biggest tips for curating like the perfect playlists?
Do you want like a workout playlist or do you want like a workout playlist for
Everything.
Everything? Okay.
Everything.
So
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go through like the workout
Okay.
playlist concept, and then I will transition it or show you how that applies to everyday life.
Okay, I'm gonna get comfortable because it seems like a science. And
Yeah. Okay.
everyone
So
take notes.
please, everyone, take out your
Take out your pen. And now's the moment.
tu
Go.
bolígrafo, lapicera.
Yeah.
How do you say it in your country?
Lapicera?
Oh yeah,
We say that.
virome in Argentina.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you know
Wow.
that?
No, I didn't.
Fun fact.
Learning lesson.
Yeah. Okay. So for like the intro, when you want people coming in, it's more like a vibey kind of situation,
Okay.
which still reflects what's going to happen, but that doesn't overshadow the first song
Okay.
that you're going to have. The first song will be a banger.
Okay.
The first song will be not your most hype song that you like want to finish with or that you want them to be at, like the most euphoric moment, but it will be something that's like, you know,
Yeah.
a gasolina.
Yeah.
You know, you could finish on gasolina, but there's also other options that you
Yes.
could use nowadays to
Okay.
finish on that will be equally as lit,
Yeah.
right? Crowd pleaser. Everyone knows it, right? From there, you bring it down a notch because if you keep them at gasolina, they will die.
Yeah.
At a party or in a class. You don't want to be at
Yeah.
gasolina level the entire time. You need to bring it down.
Okay.
So there we can put a little bit more of those like current hits.
Okay.
The hits that will get you in the right vibe, right?
Yeah.
That'll have you not perreando duro contra la pared, but little.
Yeah, you know,
You
just
know what I mean?
Little, you know,
A little flow.
movement. Yeah,
Yeah,
a little flow.
From there, you slowly start to build that back up.
Okay.
So it's like not super chill, but like medium level.
Yeah.
Slowly increasing.
Okay.
Increased. Not complete ecstasy.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Okay.
It has to be something relatively gasolina level or lower.
Okay.
They have their moment.
Okay.
Then you bring it back down.
Got
It could be romantic. It could be in your feels. It could be like,
but it has to be like the right in your feels.
yeah,
because
like
you could hit or miss there. With the
oh
in your
yeah,
feels.
yeah.
Yeah. You can get a little too.
It can't be like actually crying in the club.
Yeah.
It has to be like maybe
like
driving
a
home in
Keisha
the
Cole.
yeah. Nah.
Is that too dark? Is that too deep? Is that too
No, I think that
like
works.
like
that
one of those
definitely works.
yelling?
But I think it could be like Nasty by Tinashe.
Okay. Ooh.
Because it's like, I've been nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's vibey,
Yeah.
but it's still like a moment for you to like
I think that's a great example.
breathe.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
when you're dancing, like you
You're
could be
still,
you
like,
could be
yeah.
going all out,
yeah,
but it's more like
you're
cool.
giving people the option.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's like a cool vibe. And from there, the chancleta comes off.
Yeah, rip it.
And we just like rip the band-aid and we just go
Go
hard. Okay.
Okay.
It starts to escalate. Escalation,
Yeah. And
escalation.
there's no turning back there.
No turning back there. Full blown ecstasy.
Okay.
And then a breather.
Yeah.
If you so choose not to go into full explosion
Yeah.
mode, because sometimes you need a little bit of texture in there. I like to perrear and I like to chorar, okay? I like both of those things. So for me, also getting in my feels will help push me at the end.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh, I don't want to do all that just yet. It's not my personality. Maybe I don't need to do all that.
Yeah.
If so, you can go into moody.
Okay.
Moody. A little bit more emotional.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be tears.
Yeah.
But just something that'll get you right.
Do you have an example? Are we thinking like...
If we're going for like Latin music, like a Latin playlist, you know, I really like... I mean, I don't know. I feel like people might disagree with me, but like Ultra Solo, the remix, gets me in my feels.
Yeah.
I get the... And you're like, imagine you're like riding your little bicycle.
Yeah.
Or doing whatever workout you want to be doing. You don't have to be riding a bicycle. I get the Ultra Solo. And I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
You know,
I get
what
that.
is love? And then you're like in your feels.
Yeah.
And then you could have a moment to talk to yourself about whatever it is you want to talk to yourself about.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that one. Or some like EDM vibe.
Yeah.
With drums.
Okay. I think there's some mellow
That's
EDM.
still like-
There's still like a little chill, but it's still like a banger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then explosion.
Explosion full on.
Always
Okay.
finish with an explosion.
Okay. Do you have a favorite explosion song at the moment?
You know,
Or what's your like never fails me explosion song?
Remezcla.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Zafaira. La Romana.
Yeah. So just Bad Bunny.
But he has those.
He has
they
the explosion
build.
tracks. Yeah.
Zafaira and La Romana are in the same family, and so is El Apagón.
Yeah.
If we're talking about like, I'm trying to think of something that's not Bad Bunny.
Those are good though.
I know, those
I
are
think
really
he's
great.
like the king of explosion tracks.
Do you
And
think
it's just like the build up. He's just good at like
it does build?
and then the beat changes, which makes it an explosion. Because then it's
Yeah.
like you have something to look forward to in the song.
I hate to say this, but people love Pepas.
That was the song we walked into for my wedding.
Oh, not that
No, this is the funny story. So we were
with the lyrics.
yes. No, but wait, they were
Wait, in front of your whole family.
Yeah, wait, but there's
I did play WAP in front of my suegra the other day. Continue.
but there was a story behind this. So they were that was supposed to be what my wedding party walked into, and they were supposed to change it,
Oh,
but they weren't changing it. And then I kept signaling that they weren't changing the song,
right.
and I was like so stressed. But then they were like, "Just F it, just like walk out."
But that's beautiful.
But then-
those are the beautiful moments that you'll remember forever.
And then I'm
how did
just
you
like-
feel?
I felt great.
You embraced it.
We were like jumping up and down, and it was just like it was fine. Like it was just funny. But I know my grandmother was probably like, "What?"
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah. No, she had a blast too.
Yeah.
Either way. So, but it was just funny because I was very specific about like changing the song. I was like, I don't want to walk into Pepas.
What was your walk-in song?
We were supposed to walk into this like EDM song that's like love, like
Okay.
it's very love based. It's slipping my mind right now, but it was like an EDM song.
Yeah.
That was like you and I. Oh, you and I, you and I, and it's like it drops like that, but.
Cause you and
that one.
okay.
Yes, that one.
That was hard, but I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so off key, but that one.
Yeah.
That was the song, and no.
That's a cute one. Here's what I'm saying. So like the same thing applies. You pick Pepas, crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Crowd
Yeah.
pleaser.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
When you're playlisting for a party, you pick songs that won't overshadow the music that you actually want to listen to in the beginning, right? You don't want to waste the good songs when people are walking in. Once people are walking in, you pick something, it's going to get people on the dance floor. Once they're on the dance floor, you bring them back down. Should I be a DJ?
I was gonna lead into that question if you ever thought about being a DJ.
Yeah, I might be down,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think
If
that,
anyone wants
yeah.
to teach me,
I'd-
I'm available.
Well, a lot of people are teaching themselves on YouTube,
Oh,
so I think you can do it.
teach myself.
We need more like women, especially Latina DJs out
Yeah.
there, and I think
I talked to my girl Jess King.
you
to
clearly have
see
a
if I
skill
can-
here
Oh, thank you.
that's untapped.
And a passion.
A passion too. Like you're out here. Like
I am technically like an unofficial DJ. That's
Yeah.
what I.
Are you the person at the party that's like just giving the aux cord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I add a lot of things to the queue.
Yeah.
We have a competitive friend group when it comes to like the aux cord.
I never take the aux cord ever. I'm not that
because
person.
I make so many playlists
Mhm.
at work when I'm
ready.
like going to somebody's like party or like my friends like we're developing a playlist or something, I'm always like the last one to participate. I'm like, let me see what you guys come up with, and then I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Right. So I kind of like let people do their own thing. Like
Yeah.
if I wouldn't just grab the aux cord at like, I don't know, your Diaz house and
Yeah.
like start changing the songs,
I would
obviously.
hope so.
But I don't know. Is it your tia that you love or your tia toxica?
Tia toxica.
Tia
Or like
toxica?
the people who just stick to like the same old salsa. I'm like, guys, let's switch it up a little bit. Like, let's put
Well,
some
if it's your
bachata, some merengue. Some...
if it's your tia toxica's house that did you wrong, I
Yeah.
will most definitely take over the aux cord
I'll
for
invite
you.
you over.
And then I'll make eye contact with her as I press play.
I'll invite you over and then you can change it.
Yeah, I would love that. But for my friends, I'll just like see what they do. And if like by the middle of the night, things are like not looking good, I'll like hop in and I'll add some things to the queue.
But oh my God, I feel like I can talk to you all day long.
Forever.
We have to get you back on.
Yes.
Because there's like so many things I didn't get to touch on with you. But what's next for you? Like, what do you have coming up? What are you excited about? What is 2024? What do you hope it brings you?
Yeah, I have some really exciting things in the works for our Latin community that I cannot disclose yet,
Okay.
but be on the lookout.
We'll be on the
because
lookout for sure.
Some really amazing fitness things are going to be happening. And besides that, I'm honestly just kind of going with the flow. There's a lot of times in my life or like seasons in my life where I was like really worried about getting places and doing things and when things would happen for me. Now I'm in a place where I just kind of like I'm letting go a little bit and I'm seeing where things take me without saying no to anything, not closing any doors, and not being the person that says no to myself.
Yeah.
Being really open and paying attention to the things that are happening to me, for me, and the opportunities that I see. So I don't really have like a big direction or thing that I'm highly focusing on besides what I'm already doing, which I am obsessed with. I'm extremely passionate about. At Peloton.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to Peloton.
Yeah, shout out Peloton. Love you guys. And yeah, I'm just trying to live my life with liviandad.
I love that. That's so perfect and such a great way to end on that. But I have to stress to everybody who's like watching and listening, like if you don't own a Peloton, which I highly recommend. I've been cycling since the pandemic started, and that's how I came across Camila. And she has the most incredible classes. Like the way you just heard her break down these playlists is exactly what you get
Literally
from her classes on Peloton.
Many explosions.
Yeah, and you're getting her personality. She's shaking her ass on the bike, which she tells you when to watch out. Like, be careful so you don't hurt yourself. But like I just the classes like is just so incredible. And like I'm not just saying that because she's here. Like I highly recommend it. And if you don't follow her on social media, because you'll get that same energy on her social media. So where can everyone find you? Where can we follow you?
You can find me Camila Ramon with 3 N's at the end because Camila Ramon was taken. If you're Camila Ramon and you have that name, please sell it to me. I will buy it. Thank you so much.
I've been saying the same thing.
On Instagram and TikTok. And you can find me on the Peloton app. We have not just cycling classes, and you don't need to own a bike. I'm on the tread and we're running en inglés y en español. And I just started doing dance cardio classes so we can perrear en inglés y en español, y el perreo sana. So go get healthy and realign your chanclas with me, okay?
And you were the first Spanish language instructor, correct?
First Spanish language instructor on the bike and on the tread.
And then try, like, come on, guys. That's incredible. And you got a little bit of everything. What I love is that you get merengue, you have dembow classes.
Yeah.
But you even have like the emo rock. Like she's bringing it all range.
I got layers.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, you don't even have to.
Feelings.
When she's talking about playlists, she's not just talking about like Latina music. She's talking about like everything.
It's true.
Pop, 90s, 2000s.
She's got range. She's for real.
Yeah.
People get upset with me. They're like, another rock class. I'm like, it's who I am.
Yeah. Well, I love that about you. Well, we'll have you back on for sure. Thank you so much for being here.
I would love to come back. Thank you for having me, Tati.
And thank you everyone for watching.
Down to a T.